right, I'm here with Rafał, who I met actually 2 years ago when I was here the last time. And
right.
now I saw you again. I had to just come over and talk to you.
I'm really happy to have you here.
I'm glad that you're back. You have a hammock company.
That's right.
And-
The Hammock company I co-founded 13 years ago,
Yeah.
and still running, still in the business, still like giving all my heart into designing products, into sharing the passion for staying outdoors.
Nice. And where is it that you're based?
We're coming from Poland.
Yeah.
Our company is located in Warsaw, in the capital city, and everything we do, both the design process, the sales, and most importantly, the manufacturing is also located in Poland.
Nice, nice. And I remember the last time when we spoke, you told me about you doing bikepacking and pack rafting, and yeah, you're bringing the hammock. And how did it all start? Did it start with the backpacking and bikepacking, and then or got into hammocks, or how so?
I was actually first into hammock camping.
Okay.
Back in my days when I was more involved in the bushcraft community, in survival techniques and something like that. But later on I discovered bikepacking, and the very beginning of my backpacking adventure began with a question. What happens on the 8th day of a long distance race? How do you feel? How this athlete feels when somebody is cycling for 16, 18 hours a day, and I just needed to find it out. So I started training for bikepacking racing, and that's how I got so deep into it that I spent like 6 years training regularly, taking part in ultra distance racing, and during all that bikepacking adventure, hammocks were proved to be efficient, at least for me.
Yeah, cool. What is a bikepacking race like on several days, and finishing first?
I've never finished first. Most likely I'm finishing last because
Okay.
I just spent too much time in my hammock during the race. I just keep all the set with me on my bike, and I find a great joy in actually stopping the racing. Pausing, not competing, but just devoting myself for a couple of hours of really nice hammock rest, which actually gives me a nice regenerative time. So I'm fully prepared for the next day of racing and still enjoying, not suffering the race, but enjoying the race.
Nice, cool. And do you still have time to do a bit of pack rafting as well?
I try to do it as much as I can. The next trip is happening in a week. I'm going with my girlfriend to visit a famous region full of lakes in northeastern Poland. So we'll be pack rafting, visiting all places, all islands that will be super private to camp on.
Yeah.
And that'll be all. But I'm also going back to regular hiking, like using my feet.
Okay, nice.
That's another taste of the outdoors, another way of experiencing it.
Yeah, it's nice to experience different types and get inspiration. And a lot of people coming here to a festival, maybe never seen a hammock up close or try to lay in one, and get a new experience for a lot of people.
That's right. For some of them, it's a just as you said, completely new experience, completely new sensation, both for senses, for the body, for the idea. So it's like opening a new chapter for them. Just as a new chapter was opened for me when I discovered bikepacking, just as was the new chapter of discovering pack rafting, like different ways of perceiving the outdoors, different language of communicating what we love the most.
Nice. Do you want to show us your hammock in here in the background? Tell us a little about it.
Yeah, sure, come.
So, what is the setup here?
So the setup here is our flagship model of camping hammock. It's called Draka, with integrated bag net, with integrated suspension system, 350 centimeters long, just enough for people up to 190 centimeters tall, which happens to be the 98% of population does not grow taller than 190 centimeters.
Okay, so if you're like 2 meters tall, you're too tall for most hammocks.
No, you still be comfortable in it,
okay.
But there's always a possibility to have a custom version.
Okay.
But what we do on a regular basis is to simplify the offer into 2 hammocks, just to make it more easier for people to actually join the hammock community. Because I don't want to overcomplicate this topic. This is rather simple solution, so I don't want to make it overly difficult. So the camping hammock Draka. Then comes the underkilt called Otul, which in Polish literally means hug me.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
hug me warmly. Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
sweet.
So this specific one is made with filled with Primaloft silver, but we have the other series with polished goose down.
Okay.
What else? Huba, the storage hammock.
Yeah.
Keeps your gear safe. It's also waterproof, so you can actually stand in it, just for example to change your clothes.
Oh, cool.
And then just easily readjust it back to the hammock. So it's like a double-use item.
I see.
And
So you can easily like loosen this, put it on the ground, and then
yeah, precisely.
if you want to
lose it
have
down,
it longer.
you move it to the side. You use it as a space to change your clothes, to change your shoes,
Okay.
so that your feet are staying dry and clean. And then back to work
Yeah, nice.
as a hammock storage. And the big tarp that was introduced. This is the newest tarp introduced like 2 years ago. It's called Boga. So classic winter type tarp with flaps, with external poles, made with seal nylon. And I find it great joy to inform everybody it's just 760 grams, so super lightweight,
Okay, yeah.
but at the same time reliable. Like I have some tarps that are already 8 years old,
Okay.
made with the same fabric, still in use. And the best thing is that no chemicals, no impregnation, no nothing. They
Oh.
just stay waterproof all the time
Nice.
because of the silicone coating. So
Yeah.
durable.
And we did get a little bit of water yesterday, just a tiny bit,
Just like a sprinkle.
little sprinkle.
But it was good. It was refreshing.
Yeah, I was. I was thinking because it was super windy yesterday. It was like really blowing a lot. How did it go like in the wind? Because I talked to some people that was telling me that it was kind of like a wind tunnel in there, you know, between the tarps if they had not positioned it against the wind. What can you do about the wind if it really picks up?
You know, wind is always tricky. Like tarps are naturally not the type of shelter that's suited for high winds. So my personal attitude is that okay, you should just accept there will be wind. And if your peg is going out of the ground, you just take it again.
Yeah.
So one thing I would recommend for people using tarps in strong winds is to never actually tie the tie out to a tree, to a fixed point.
Okay.
Because when the overwhelming force of wind will be pushing against the tarp, and if there is nothing like a crash zone,
Yeah.
if there is no peg to be turned out from the ground, all the forces will accumulate in the suspension of the tarp, so the tarp itself might break. So it's much easier to let the pegs go off the ground rather than to have your tarp ripped.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
that would be. But you should think also about the sheltering, the sheltering system. You should think it not only about as a product, but you should think about the sheltering system also as a surrounding that you choose for your overnight stay.
Okay.
So the forest becomes your sheltering system.
Yeah.
That's a really, like on a philosophical level, it's a very nice idea of practical, and both on the, as I said, the philosophical level of feeling like the true connection.
Yeah.
You are using the nature around you to feel comfortable and safe.
And that makes sense. And it is a lot more sheltered because we are staying outside at the campground, and there was a very big difference with the wind compared to in here in the forest.
That's right.
Surrounded by the trees. The wind was a lot less in here, so I mean the
right.
people that I talked to were just, you know, rocking a little bit to sleep, and it wasn't too bad for them.
It's so gentle.
Yeah.
About the new coming products, I would invite you to step to the true novelty that will be released next month.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have it here?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So what we have here,
Yeah.
what you actually don't see because it's so camouflaging, so that you don't actually see the product.
Like
But yeah,
with this now, with the leaves just coming out, it's super camouflaged right
that's
here.
right. That's right. So for all these years, we've been presenting products in solid colors and mostly
Okay.
very colorful, like the new palette with yellows, with blues, and so on. But paying respect to my very base, to the foundation of my outdoor adventure, I started from a scouting team. I was involved in the bushcraft community and in survival community, and I had a tiny moment in my life when I was deeply involved into militarism.
Okay.
So if I'm releasing very colorful products, I also want to pay respect to the bushcraft community and to the militarist enthusiasts. So I studied theory and the methodology of creating camouflage patterns. So this pattern is my own creation. It's completely randomized, it's non-repetitive camouflage, so you can hang 2 tarps side by side and there will be no single repetition across both.
It won't look the same side by side.
It's completely unusual feature.
Okay.
No camouflage in the world has that feature of
Okay.
non-repetitiveness.
Very original.
Yeah,
But yeah, a lot of people like to camp stealthy.
That's
and,
right.
Just not be so obvious in the
Yeah.
nature.
and it might be because of they just like the aesthetics, or maybe because of the legal reasons. Some people just don't want to be seen because they shouldn't be seen, and so no matter the reason, this might be our answer to the need.
Yeah, it's very nice. And it's the same type of hammocks as the other one that we just saw?
Yeah, these are basically the same products, the same civilian products,
Yeah.
but just dressed up differently.
All right, cool.
The same materials,
Same features,
the same features, the same usability, the same proven reliability that we have, the same 3-year warranty that we offer.
Yeah.
Everything, just but the aesthetics.
I also remember that you also used some recycled materials.
That's
in some
right.
of the materials, right?
And that's still true. We try to make. Last year we've been using recycled plastics and some recycled woven labels, but this year we made a step up, and now our synthetic underquilts are made not only with recycled primal insulation, but also the outer shell material is 100% recycled. So nowadays our synthetic underquilts are 98% from recycled material. The only thing that's not recycled is the elastic cord, which happens to it just can't be made of recycled material because of the stretchy. stretchy
You also
part.
want things to last, so choosing the right materials that's gonna last.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
So it's at least for us, it's a really big step up for having product that's almost completely, maybe not neutral to the nature because it's still consuming some resources to manufacture that, but still doing the best we can.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. And will you be back next year for
Obviously.
Hammocon?
I'm
Nice.
100% sure I'll be here the next year. I just love the event. I just love the vibe, love the people.
Yeah.
It's just so inspirational to meet with everybody, like internationally. And the strongest feeling that keeps me coming here is the feeling of creating a really huge family. We are no different. We just like outdoor lovers. We just outdoor freaks, and we just need that special space to release that strong energy and just to have a meeting and just to talk about the love for nature. This is
It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Can we find you somewhere else than Hammocon in Denmark?
I would gladly invite you all to Poland.
Yeah.
Like only last week, we've been throwing our own community gathering.
Amazing.
It's limited to 100 people because we can't manage anymore.
No. Yeah.
It's just too hard for us. You know?
Okay.
There's been a year we had 140 people, and it was like a chaotic. We couldn't, manage that.
Okay.
But yeah, last week it was happening. We call it anti-gathering.
Okay.
Because the key assumption is that it's non-commercial, no entry fee, no nothing. But on the other hand, the organizers do not provide anything at all.
Okay.
It's just like information. Where do we meet? And then everyone just appears with the bicycles, with kayaks, with canoes, with rafts, with all the passion bringing to the forest, giving lectures, giving workshops, and just exchanging this super nice positive energy.
Yeah, that's amazing because there's just something special happening when you get together with a larger group. People love to go out and by themselves or just with one friend, but it's just so special when you are with some different people and see some different stuff and you talk about it all. And so
That's right.
Yeah.
Think about it as if you were making a salad. Imagine you are making a salad out of one ingredient. Would that be a nice salad?
Not at all.
The more ingredients you put in, the more tastes, the more flavors, the more textures you have.
Yeah.
It just becomes so much richer, so more nutrient to the body, to the mind. That's the reason why we should all meet all the time.
Let's do some more salads. I mean,
Let's do more outdoor salad out of ourselves.
Cool. All right. Rafał, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was so nice to see you again, and I'm looking forward to see you next year.
See you in a year.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Amazing.